So our next topic is about array. Okay? So when we say array, there are certain questions. Okay, para a while. Yes, of course. Yes, Mr. Duarte. Yes. Okay, so our topic is about array. So data. It refers to factual information such as text, numbers, sounds, and images in a form that can be processed by a computer. Although data is plural for the Latin word datum, data is commonly used to represent both singular and plural. Now, the structure programming, it is refers to a set of quality standards that make programs more verbose but more readable, reliable, and easily maintained. So while data structures, it refers to a collection of data organized in a particular way. So then the definition of arrays, it refers to a list of table of variables or the same type. So we have one-dimensional array. So for example, if we inputted Marmelo and we want to get one of the letter, so for example, E, then part of the name of Melo. So how we'll be able to do that? So this will be the problem, or this will be the output actually of the given problem. So we declare already that name 0 is M, for 1 is A, and so on and so forth. Then the name is, of course, the percentage backslash is the name. Then we are looking forward to get number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is E. And of course, name number 3, part of name number that is part of Marmelo. Okay? Now, I will show you an example of this problem. Okay, so what we have here, we have a given sample array that is one dimensional array. So we are now using still the display int age as our variables. Then we want to use print your age is and printf percent the age. Now, so the int age array, so we have 2, 3, and 4 in our array. Now, if we wanted to get again in an array, so we started always with 0, 1, and 2. Okay? So it means to say that the content of our array, age array, is 2, 3, and 4. So which is 2 is a 0, 3 is 1, and 4 is 3. So if we want to display the age array 0, it must display 2. But if we replace this one as 1, we displayed 3. But if we choose this 2, it display 4. But for example, if we type 3, since we don't have array number 3, because we have 0, 1, and 2 only. So if we want to display 3, it displays 0. Okay? So I will show you the output. Start for 0. So it means to say we displayed 2. Execute, compile, and run. Sorry. Execute, compile, and run. So as you can see, we displayed 2 because we asked for 0. Okay, so if we replace this one as 2, so therefore the output must be 4. Okay? File save, execute, compile, and run. So as you can see, your age is 4. So if we change this one as 1, so execute, compile, and run. So the age is 3. So that is one way on how we'll be able to declare our or to have a defined content of our array. Okay? How about example number 3? Number 2. So as what we have here, we have the content of our array is 23.4, that is 0. 1 is 55, 2 is 22.6, 0, 1, 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 40.5, and 5 is 18. Now, as what we have here, what we are going to do is, as you can see here, we want to add this all. Okay, 1 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because as you can see here, we are going to get the sum of the given array or the given content of an age. Then right after that, we're getting the average of the sum of the given 6 values. Okay, so for example, as what we have here, no, we are going to get the sum of these 6 values. Then we are going to get the average by dividing sum into 6. So if we're going to add this one, wait, I just want to share the Microsoft Excel for you to see the output of the given value in our array. Okay, so based on the given based on our given array, no, value in our array. So we have 23.4, we had 55, we have 22.6, we had 3, 40.5, and 18. So if we're going to add, try to add just auto sum, right? Then automatically that is 162.3. Then if we're going to get the average, that is the sum, right? For the average, then average of this. So it must be 27.083. Now, we're going to run our program if we could able to see the same output. Okay, so execute, compile, and run. So our average is 27.08. It is also the same with our Microsoft Excel computation. Okay, Doc, how about if I wanted to change the value? So for example, 83.4, that is 33. Okay, so for example, so we try to replace the value here in Microsoft Excel for us to see if we're still getting the correct answer. So instead of 23.4, we replace at 83.4. And of course, in 55, 22.6. Instead of 3, we replace it 33, 40.5, and 18. 18. So therefore, we're looking forward to have an average of 42.08. Okay. So file save, execute, compile, and run. And the average is 42.08. Okay. Now, how about if we wanted to take a password from a user in our program? So we have a example program here. No, so, as you can see here, it means to say that if you have less than 6, that is weak password. No, then if it is more than, you have entered a password. Okay, so we're going to execute. So for example, cute me. Oh, you have entered, and as you can see, automatically displayed an asterisk rather than the cute me value. Okay? How about the ATM? So for example, based on the given problem, so we have the deposit, the balance. The balance is 5,000, the OP, the PIN number, and so on and so forth. So for example, so if we choose 1, we withdraw. If we choose 2, deposit. If we choose 3, check balance. If we choose 4, exit. Okay, so but as what we have here, we are required to input our PIN number or password. And take note, our PIN code is 7777. I just want to replace this one. I want 888 because I love number 8. And for example, 8,000. File save, execute, compile and run. Okay, so the PIN number is 8, The PIN number is 8888. Enter. So, for example, 1, withdraw. Enter. So, enter the amount to withdraw. For example, we just only 8,000, right? So, if we withdraw 7,000, still okay. Naka-withdraw ka ng pera. Do you like to process another if it is Y? It must be Y, right? Wait. Execute, compile and run once again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Assuming we inputted a 1, for example, 10,000. So, invalid because we have an insufficient fund. Okay? And for another is, for example, is 888. Then, for example, deposit. So, 2. We deposit 1,000, for example. Yun. So, automatically deposited. Okay? And so on and so forth. So, as you can see here, we use switch, a combination of switch to our while loop in do while loop. So, deposit and so on and so forth. Another problem, for example, accept a sentence. So, execute, compile, and run. So, for example, we are presently attending IT 101 lab class. So, as you can see here, just display what we type. Okay? How about the next one? Accept paragraph. Actually, it's too easy to accept the paragraph. Almost the same with the sentence. How about a prime number? Okay. So, for example, no, we are looking for a prime number from 1 to 300. Okay? So, when we execute the program, automatically display the prime number of 1 to 300. Okay? How about structured to functions? So as you can see here, I have a record. No? My record is TRC copies, that is string copy. Though the record ID is equal to 1, the string copy, that is record name, that is Melo Abante, the record percentage is 86.5. Then if I just want, no, this will be a sample function, right? This will be the main program, and this will be the main program. We have a functions here. This is a good example of a functions actually with array, in an array. Okay, so we want to display the record ID, we want to display the record name, and we want to display the record percentage. Execute, compile and run. So as you can see here, it display ID number 1 is 1, name is Melo, percentage is 86.5. Again, this will be a good example of a function. We have a main program, then we have a function at the bottom. I will, of course, what do you call this one? I will share to you some sample of a C language or Turbo C language running program, And again, you will convert it into DevC++. So, this will be the problem for the array that you're going to discuss next meeting. Okay, so array exercises that number 1, design a program using an array that lists the even numbers and odd numbers separately in a given 12 supply number by a user. Number 2, design a program using an array that searches a number if it is found on the list of the given input numbers and locate its exact location on the list. Number 3, design a program to a 25-question multiple choice exam. The individual answers are chosen from letter A to D. The number 4, design a program which assign values to the array temperature. The program should then display the array with appropriate column and row headings. And number 5, design a program of at least 20 employee names and store them in the array payroll. And I will post actually this one in our FB group. This will be a good example of an array actually. How about the palindrome? When we say palindrome class, we just, for example, even when we run program, for example, wow, still the output is wow. That is palindrome. 828. So when we run the program, still the output is 828. That is palindrome, okay? So execute. Compile and run. So for example, if we type 823328, so that is palindrome. But if we type, for example, is Eileen, this is not palindrome. Ay, sorry. Okay, so again, I'll repeat. So, a palindrome. So again, execute, no, compile and run. So if we inputted 8598, 958. So it means to say that if we wanted, if we reverse, no, the 85958 is still the output is 859958. That's why this is a palindrome. But if we inputted, for example, Eileen, so the string is not a palindrome. So when we say palindrome, if we reverse the inputted either characters or numbers, the output is the same, that is palindrome. But if we if we reverse the inputted value, it's not the same, that is not palindrome. Okay? And this will be the code for that. Using a string command, str. Okay, and that's it for this evening. Thank you very much and good luck. I will share to you the full content of an array program with running program actually of C language, and you are going to convert it into a DevC++.